You recognize this style, this bag? Of course you do. For the past more than 30 years, we have been the OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I am not proud because we were only making our wages. The profit margin for the people who are actually making the bags are very low. What I'm really proud of is that first, we have the best quality control. Two, we have the best craftsmanship. You know, Chinese craftsmen are always intelligent and diligent. Three, we have the most complete supply chain. We always get what we want, like zippers, accessories of any kind, any color, and leathers immediately. Now, as the USA and its little European brothers are trying to refuse Chinese goods, don't you think luxury brands are not trying to move their OEM out of China? Yes, they did, but they failed.
Behind the glitz, behind the glam, there's a side to the luxury retail market that nobody really talked about. Until now. These TikToks are absolutely exposing your favorite luxury brands. And today, we're diving into the world where perception meets deception. Let's get into it. I'm sure that by now most of you have come across these types of videos on your TikTok For You pages. At least it did for me. I watched one and then I went right down the rabbit hole of all these luxury brands being exposed by their manufacturers, by their Chinese manufacturers, allegedly. Now, let's get into the very first TikTok.
If I see any of y'all say I paid full price for a Louis, Gucci, Prada, Versace, any of that shit that is made in China, I'ma laugh at you. Yep. Cause I just found out that all them hoes are the same. If you got your Gucci from DHK, bitch, it's the same Gucci in the stores. It just got a label. Y'all ain't doing nothing but paying for a label. You label whores are about to be so pressed and so mad because y'all are not actually buying anything worth of substance. Y'all buying the same shit that we buy on DHgate, which I ain't never bought anything from DHgate, but now I am.
Me either. I've always heard of that website, but I've never actually checked it out myself. I know that a lot of girlies just love getting the purses, those luxury purses. That never really caught my attention much. So I was never really interested in going into these websites to check them out or anything like that. I knew of their existence. but I just never really caught my attention. So I was never interested in checking them out. But now it makes me want to go in and check these out. So go in with me and let's see what this DHgate is all about. Because this is honestly going to be my very first time on this website. I've never really been on this website. Now with all these Chinese TikToks coming up on my For You page, I'm very interested in checking out this website. So let's check it out together. All right, guys. So we are here at the website. All right, guys, so this is my first time on this website. I've never been on this website until now, thanks to all the ruckus going on all over TikTok. Oh, look, this is the first. I recognize this. Let's click on this. This is YSL. Well, I'm inspired by YSL, I imagine. It says designer bag, luxury shoulder bags, camera bags, snapped hat. Designer bag, luxury shoulder bags, camera bags, shaped handbags, women fashion crossbody, crocodile, toe envelope, messenger, black calfskin, classic handbags, bags. I know we all recognize this bag and what brand it's trying to emulate or what brand it's inspired by. They have all these colors. One bag will cost you, I don't understand. See, right here it says $106, but down here it says $14. So I don't know. That's kind of confusing. But so apparently this is like a big website where I guess individual sellers come on here, kind of like in Amazon, but for knockoff luxury goods. But anyways, this is the website that everybody is referring to, where you can get all kinds of luxury items, from shoes to purses to clothing. And apparently, the Chinese manufacturers are exposing the brands, letting us, the consumers, know where they're actually coming from, where these products are actually coming from. So when you go to purchase these items at the actual luxury retail stores, you think you're getting a European-made product, when in reality, you're getting a made in China product. Or at least that's what the Chinese TikTokers are claiming. According to them, they are marking up these items at a ridiculous amount and just basically selling you their label.
I will tell you 30 luxury brands. Some of their products are made in China. Ralph Lauren, Armani, Nike, Dior, Lululemon, Apple, Michael Kors, Coach, Calvin Klein, Prada, Celine, Swarovski, Adidas, The North Face, Rimowa, Levi's, Burberry, Versace, Chanel, Cartier, Ferragamo, Timberland, Yves Saint Laurent, Victoria's Secret, Puma, Uniqlo, Disney, Max Mara, Givenchy. The producing cost is only 1/10 of its price. Can you believe it?
Let's get into another video.
China said when you go low, I'll go lower. China said to all y'all that thought that y'all was getting y'all designers from Italy, nah, you been getting that from China. Y'all been getting that from our manufacturers, okay? All they did was put a little rouse dials on there and put their little label on there and started overcharging y'all. And I don't even shop on DHgate, but they done said, listen, what's the difference? Ain't nothing to it, ain't nothing changed but the name, okay? Y'all paying for the same leather, okay? Paying for the same type of material. Only thing that's different is that they put their little sprinkler dinkler on here and added their name and started upcharging y'all. Anyways, I thought that was common knowledge anyway. That's like telling me that water is wet, but I guess it wasn't common knowledge. But you know, I stay out of the luxury business. I don't even be on the luxury side of TikTok, okay? When I walk in the store, I go straight to the clearance aisle. That should tell you everything about me that you need to know, because I'm not paying full price for a damn thing. China basically said
She's totally right though. People have practically been paying for just the luxury label on their clothing, shoes, purses. Basically, the majority of luxury items on the market are most likely manufactured in China. And now that it's all coming to light, people are starting to realize that, wait a minute, we've been duped. We have been getting duped this whole time, and these luxury retailers have just been laughing on their way to the bank. This is one of the first videos that I came across during this whole luxury market rabbit hole. So let's watch it together, guys.
Some say as long as there's a tag saying made in China, the bag can never be luxury. However, in fact, more than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China. But those luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own factories and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France. You know, those sophisticated European countries, which make you feel mysterious, royal, and thus luxury. Now, close your eyes. Let's just do a little, very easy experiment in your head, okay? Imagine that you have an Hermes bag, and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else, like leathers, zippers, and hardware, remain the same. Do you suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before? If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China by our intelligent and diligent Chinese artisans. Let's not be poisoned and misled by the market campaign any longer and be a real person. Buy a bag from us, from our factory in China. See the real world for yourself.
So they're basically inviting us to buy directly from them and skip the middleman, cut the middleman out. So basically cut out those luxury brands and buy straight from them. It'd save you a ton of money. And you'd get one of these pretty good looking bags. And according to them, apparently the same quality. The only thing that'd be missing would be the luxury logo on the inside, but other than that, you're getting a pretty legit product, according to these TikToks. Allegedly, according to these TikToks.
It looks like China ain't come to play with us. They done came out and exposed to the world that these bags that we think are dupes, knockoffs, fakes, they are actually real. And these luxury retailers, oh, they got another storm coming because China is letting the cat out the bag to let folks know you ain't even got to go to them no more. You can
They're
just
letting
pull
the
up on
cat
us
out
and
the
we gonna
bag.
give you the real deal.
They sure are.
Ooh, I don't know if Trump done pissed off the wrong people, but these people out here just telling you, listen, all these folks do is buy from us. They take them to their little warehouses, put that little stamp on it, but it came from us. It came from us. And you know what? Y'all was out here making fun of people for rocking dupes and trying to look at a bit Jordan to see if the jump man turned to the left or the right. But realistically, 95% of everything we use on a day-to-day basis come from China. So how can we discredit these people? We can't. So you know what, y'all? Bump all that. You want a Hermes, you want a Chanel, no matter if you can or you can't afford it. Hey, China said they got it for you. It's hot and it's ready. Don't worry about going to these luxury retailers because we can get it to you. We can ship it to you. We got what you need.
All right, guys. That's it for today, but let me know down in the comments your thoughts about this whole situation. Do you think this is going to affect the luxury goods market in the long term? Or do you think this is just a phase that will eventually just die out and people will go back to buying from the actual retail, from the actual luxury brands? Or do you think this is here to stay and nobody's going back to paying full price for these items? Give me your thoughts down in the comments. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next one.